Hello and welcome from my video blog from home. And today on A Verbal Talks Menopause, I'm going to be asking, can the menopause cause leg aches? Now, if you like my tips and advice, then please subscribe and remember to hit the bell icon so you can be notified of all my new videos. So for the next few weeks, while I'm still stuck at home, I'm going to do questions that I get asked a lot of. So some of them I've gone over before, but it's always a good idea to recap these really common questions. So today is going to be all about leg pains. So yes, the menopause can cause leg pains. You can get several different ones. You can get leg muscle aches and pains, you can get joint aches and pains, and you can get a lot of stiffness as well. And very often these all tend to come together. And the reason that can happen is, first of all, our big joints, such as our hips and our knees, these are high impact joints. They are being used all the time, and we put a lot of our weight on these joints, and very often these are the ones that start to show pain and discomfort first. But you can get joint and muscle aches and pains basically anywhere, and a lot of other joints can be affected. And some women say it often feels like the day after they've had a really hard session at the gym. There's nothing specific that you can pinpoint, but you just feel really achy and very uncomfortable or in pain too. What can happen too is that the joint pain and stiffness, if it keeps up, what it then does is it can pull on other muscles and joints, so your whole posture can end up getting out of line. And I was really sort of gobsmacked a good number of years ago. I found that if you have pain in your feet, that can sometimes be caused by the fact that your lower back is out of line. So if we allow these aches and pains to continue, then very often it can put more and more strain on other areas of our body, and then everything else gets that more difficult to resolve and treat. You can sometimes get leg cramps. A lot of women find that these tend to occur just as you get into bed. You're just trying to drop off and suddenly your calf muscles just seize up, and that can be absolutely excruciating. I know I've experienced that myself. You can also get leg pain due to varicose veins. Our veins can become weaker as we go through the menopause. It's all part and parcel of the lower estrogen picture. And if you're getting a lot of varicose veins, that will give you a lot of leg ache. And also you can get things like swollen ankles and swollen feet. The other thing that can happen too is, and I have done a video blog on these two particular ones, so if you're interested in a bit more detail, then click over to that. And that's restless legs. Very often that can happen at night. And also I've got a bit more information on swollen feet and swollen ankles, because there can be quite a few different reasons for this particular one. So what can you do to help yourself if you're starting to get these kind of mystery aches and pains? First one is water. It is so important. Falling estrogen or low estrogen levels can interfere with our body's ability to keep itself hydrated. And one of the areas that can get dehydrated really quickly is your joints. So if your joints start to get dehydrated, they're going to seize up, they're going to become a lot stiffer, and that is going to contribute to all this really kind of localized or all over body discomfort. So water can honestly make a huge difference. So definitely don't forget that one. The other thing is magnesium. This is really important, especially if you're getting the muscle cramps, because magnesium is very important for muscle function. And we know that during the menopause, that because of other things going on, your magnesium needs go up. And if you're not getting enough, then something somewhere is going to be low in magnesium, and very often that is the muscles. Other thing is stretch on a regular basis. One of the things that happen as we get older we get stiffer, and that will affect the support of our joints. So keeping your flexibility up into old age is so very important. And go onto YouTube, there are loads of super little daily exercises that you can stretch muscles while you're waiting. I'll do it in the office, just sort of waiting at the photocopier, or if I'm in the kitchen, I'll touch my toes and stretch backwards or stretch sideways. So doing little and often can really help to keep your muscles and your joints that little bit freer. If there's any inflammation, if you're getting kind of joint or muscle inflammation, there is a herb called Devil's Claw, which can be very helpful. It's a nice one. There's very few contraindications. You can take it with HRT, and it works very nicely for these kind of minor aches and pains. You can also look at arnica gel for localized pain relief. Arnica gel is also really good after sports, if you're doing a really heavy session, or if you like to run but find that your muscles get much more painful afterwards, then you can apply the gel as soon as you've finished exercising. The other really important things are foods and drinks that can irritate the muscles and the joints. So especially for the joints, that's your caffeine, it's your fizzy drinks, it's your alcohol, and foods, apart from high salt and sugar foods, is members of the deadly nightshade. These can be quite inflammatory for some people. These foods are your potatoes, your tomatoes, your aubergines, and your peppers. So if you're getting a lot of these aches and pains and joint inflammation, then maybe try cutting these out for a couple of weeks just to see if that makes any difference. So I hope you found this one helpful. As always, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, then please share them, because we would love to read all about them. And I will see you again later on this week. Bye.